The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. See what's really going on here, institutions, guys. In other words, they are purchasing XRP in bulk from Ripple and then reselling it. Buying oranges in bulk from Howie Company and stocking your grocery shop or supermarket would be somewhat similar. That deal does not include securities. That is merely the exchange of a commodity, an unadulterated commodity. It follows that Ripples are a good investment option. Business is not complicated at all. Purchasing their shares is all that is required. That is not, however, the situation at hand. Howie was not affected by that. There was no tangible good that Howie Company provided you with. None of their oranges were given to you. They provided you with nothing. You were granted privileges to their business. What's occurring with Ripple in these institutions is quite different. It will be fascinating to see. I want to know if the SEC is seriously erring on this issue. Would Judge Torres order them to repay some or all of the money she gave them? Perhaps they ought to have given it some space. This is not a commodity deal, but the underwriting of a securities offering, according to Mark Fagel, a former regional director who is sure of the SEC's stance. According to him, Ripple attorneys could theoretically cross-appeal, but they have no plans to do so. Unlike most of the time, I refrained from interjecting here. An attorney who has won Supreme Court cases both for and against the SEC, as well as a former director of the SEC's regional office, are at your disposal. Then there's Metal Lawman, an expert in his field. And I simply allowed them to debate and discuss this matter. According to Metal Lawman, XRP, this is false information. Since XRP distribution to retail does not constitute a security, underwriting for it does not exist either. Take a seat, this is the first year of a course in security law. They both seem to be quite secure in their roles, don't you think? We will have to wait to see what happens in the Second Circuit, assuming they even cross-appeal here, according to Mark Fagel's follow-up. Therefore, it will be intriguing. This is likely where we will observe more of their approach. We will have the opportunity to read their reasons if they decide to cross-appeal. You must now turn to Judge Torres. Such transactions involve securities, and she rolled them. Seems reasonable. It felt like the judge there had a firm handle on the key points. Thus, we will observe its outcome. However, I believe the SEC is taking a risk here. Perhaps they would be better off taking what they have and moving on. Pursue those conversations, pursue additional individuals. Nothing is going to improve here, in my opinion. It might grow far worse. Arthur Brito has written a very intriguing piece. Although it is pretty old, I believe it demonstrates the direction they are taking RLUSD and real-world assets in, as well as many of the improvements you are witnessing with the XRP ledger. The original idea was this. A bit of a detour occurred. I anticipate that the vast majority of Ripple's payment network users will be able to disregard XRP, he adds. According to him, XRP is like a hidden plumbing system. When you send money, you won't even see it's being used. So here we have them loading up on digital dollars, digital pesos, and all sorts of other items. It was the initial intention of XRP. All of it flows because of this unseen plumbing, again. I find it very noteworthy that he has stated the following: the spread is more essential than the value of XRP. So, I know a lot of people were like, oh no, they clearly don't care about XRP's value after seeing that. It's not that many believe everything is possible with a large amount of XRP. However, what do you think is one of the most significant issues with ODL? Large disparities exist. A lot of money is being spent on this trade. You can restore the system's original flow if you can move those transactions to the blockchain, where they are cheap, instant, and efficient. You may see why I've been stressing the need of RLUSD's debut on-chain and compatibility with certain AMMS. It seems like they've solved it significantly, and we might get the upgrades needed to implement it soon. Additionally, I believe it will be critical to the expansion and acceptance of the XRP ledger. A lot of individuals are worried that this would hurt XRP's value. I believe this will contribute significantly to the growth of XRP's value. What happens next is anybody's guess. This is not a pivot, but I do believe these qualities are crucial. This is exactly what Chris Larson had in mind when he first mentioned the XRP ledger, tokenizing various forms of value and, once again, employing XRP as a kind of metaphorically concealed plumbing to facilitate its flow were both things he was describing. They should really proceed in this direction. In my opinion, USD is merely the beginning. If we want this to work, it must. I don't even enjoy it. Ripple, it is my job to finish this. The component. The HBO documentary that revealed Peter Todd to be Satoshi was the last straw. Not that it matters much, but I seriously doubt it's even possible. Their apparent lack of understanding of the merits of large and small blocks, as well as the goals of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular, has rather let me down. It was awful in my opinion. Still, I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether or not the HBO documentary succeeded in its mission. It was enjoyable enough for me to finish the first half. On the other hand, I found the part when they were preparing to refer to Peter Todd as Satoshi as being really absurd. Furthermore, I believe that many details were overlooked. Misunderstood their conversation. Seeing my video is an honor. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.